Welcome to day 14 and 40 seconds for 40 days. There is yet another pasuk that is listed as an acronym for the word for the month of Elul. In the Kitzur Shulchan Aruch says, the Kitzur Shulchan Aruch, V'chein ish l'rei'ehu umatonos le'evyonim. So too you have the verse in Megillas Esther, of all places, right? The Megillah that we read on Purim. It has the pasuk of that a man to his fellow, to his friends, and gifts to the poor, right? The source that we have in the Megillah for the idea of matanos le'evyonim, that we give, the gifts to the poor that we give on Purim. This pasuk in Megillas Esther is evidently part of the connection and part of the acronym of understanding what Elul is all about. Why in the world is that the case? I understand that ani l'dodi v'dodi li, right? This notion that I am to my beloved and my beloved is to me, and then even the notion that we spoke about a few weeks ago, that the connection of Elul to the Ir Miklat, to the city of refuge, because we sometimes have to seek refuge in God. What in the world, though, is the connection between Elul, the month of Tshuva, and Purim, the day on which we celebrate the fact that God saved us from Haman? What is the connection? So I think the answer is perhaps a very beautiful insight into understanding what Elul is actually all about, specifically Elul in our times, and specifically Elul of this season, is that the story of Purim is, of course, the story of Hester Panim, the story in which God is hidden from the world. And what's so beautiful about Purim is still we end up seeing the beauty and the splendor and the majesty of what God does for us, what God does for the world, even though we actually can't see Him at all. And that is exactly what the month of Elul is all about. Finding God, seeking God out, but realizing that He's hidden more often than not. He doesn't reveal Himself, certainly not in our times, as much. We have to find Him, realize that He is going to be hidden beneath the surface, but He is always there. But particularly, how do we find Him? With Ish l'rei'ehu umatanos le'evyonim, by connecting with our fellow man. There are many ways that we can find connections to God. There are many ways that we could find God. But in particular, one of the most amazing ways, and perhaps one of the most important ways, specifically in our time, is finding God through other people. Building your relationship with others, connecting with others, being there for others, doing chesed for others. That is how you will find God, who is sometimes hidden. He is always there, but we can find Him in the hearts and in the connections with other people. Everyone should have a beautiful day.